top shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to shoot in a little circ.
Let's get a lot in there.
Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. Listen, it's another video, it's another preview, this time a combined 11, and I'm doing it with Kopish and my man Lewis as well. You guys have been saying, yo, get people on the channel. What's going on over the summer? I said I took a little bit of a break and I've been in hibernation, but we're back outside now in front of the bridge and we're ready to get to it. Before we get into the combined 11, I just want to get a little bit of a feeling for how everybody is confidence-wise, because I just want to know if I'm going to have a big battle on my hands getting my players in. How you feeling, Callum, first of all?
About Liverpool?
Just about the game, just
not great.
Upset stomach.
Not great, bro. Like, I could do without it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I could do with another month in the transfer window. But even then, I mean, if there's no money, there's no money, is there? So.
Listen, we've been in their heads a little bit. Drifty, I'll come to you next. Obviously, you know, Lavia, Caicedo, a little bit of drama back and forth. How are you feeling towards the game? How's your confidence at the moment?
Boy, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably say I'm about a 4 at the moment without a DM. I can't believe it, and I'm not talking about, you know, people trying to direct message. I'm talking about a defensive midfielder. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. It's complacency on a whole nother level. I actually didn't think that our ownership and our recruitment team were naive and complacent and negligent enough for this to actually be a reality. We argued and we was annoyed all summer, but I think deep down we all thought, even if it's a player we don't want, there'll be a DM in the door for the Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, we're here 2 days before the game and there's no DM. And as I said, we're not talking direct messaging, we're talking a defensive midfielder. So, bro, my confidence isn't really high at the moment, especially not for this game anyway.
It's mad. Lewis, we got American ownership as well, but the money's flying through. Talk to me, confidence levels for you, bro. How are you feeling?
Bro, I understand we still have holes in our squad isn't fully complete, but I don't know if you're feeling the same way as me. This is the most excited I have felt for a Big Six game in at least a year.
Wow.
That is more than enough for me. Regardless of what happens, whether we win, whether we lose, as long as the team looks miles better than the pile of crap we saw last season, I'm fine, and that's progress to me. We'll take it one game at a time.
Yeah. Listen, what happened last season for both our clubs was massive underperformance. You guys going out of Europe, all competitions. We went out of all competitions, went 3-6-1 like some sort of, I don't know, Rey Mysterio against Real Madrid. Do you know what I'm saying? Didn't even play a striker, finished 12th. So the combined 11 is very fair, guys. It's very fair. This is the only time we can really do it because there's no form. We're just going off a little bit of prejudgments on the quality of the players.
It's been a while since one was actually necessary.
100%. We're going to start with the goalkeeper.
We might as well just move on.
I feel like we should just let's be civil here.
It is what it is.
Yeah. So it's gonna be Kepa.
Is he even going to be there?
Is he gonna even be there? Exactly, because he looks like he goes to Bayern Munich. So yeah, of course. Yo, say that again, brother.
Alhamdulillah. Waited years for this.
Listen, it's gonna be Alisson.
Getting all his wishes.
Gallagher, you're next.
Listen, Lewis has got a checklist. He's got a vision board and he's got a spider diagram, and every single branch is getting chopped off right now. Every single player he wants out the door is going. Bro, of course.
Stick your finger in the wound, twist it. That sort of energy.
So it's going to be Alisson in goal. Now let's get to the serious defence now. You guys have got big names back there. I'll start with you, Drifty. We'll go along. At left back, let's just play a back four because I know Klopp's trying his little inverted fullback thing, but he's not quite done it, consistently yet. So left back, who are you going with?
This is a tough one because again, this used to be an absolute no-brainer, but I know the form of Cucurella wasn't that good. Who do you lot actually think will be the one that will start? So will it be Chilwell or will it be Cucurella?
For me, Chilwell just got the vice captaincy.
Yeah.
So I feel like it will most likely be
Chilwell, but I would have had Lewis Hall from last season, I won't lie.
No Chelsea fan agrees on who should play at left back. You could run a poll and everybody would give different names because we got like 4 options.
Okay. All right, do you know what? Just based on pure default then, not biased, just default, I'll go Robbo then, because I think out of the 3 of them last season, Robbo was just the better player. So that's all I can really go off.
Yeah.
So I'll probably just go Robbo.
If I'm being completely honest, in the back 4, my opinion, Robertson is the best out of the options. Lewis Hall obviously played a few minutes, but not many. Cucurella is making blunders and he's at the moment classified as a flop. He's kind of trying to recover, and Chilwell's not really even consistently fit. So I'm actually going to go Robbo as well.
I'm with you, bro. That was a 3 point to them. I think Chilwell needs to improve defensively. Cucurella has too many lapses in concentration. Lewis Hall's off to Palace, innit? So you might as well take that too.
Callum?
Yeah, default by Robbo as well. I think he didn't have a great season last season. I'm expecting better, hopefully, this season, but default Robbo.
All right.
I do rate Chilwell, though. I do rate.
2-0. Damn, we better fix up real quick. Damn, centre backs. Okay, we got 2-man partnership. Drifty, who are you going at centre back?
All right. People are going to think I'm being biased, but
He's about to be biased.
no, with Colwell, obviously, like, we can't really look at the Brighton Colwell because we don't know what he's going to be like for Chelsea, right? Badiashiel's injured. You just bought a centre back, right? What's his name again? The
Sassy.
They're sassy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really.
We don't know him too well.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar. So I know that they're good players in their own right, but I have to go with a tried and tested Virgin Ibu. I do. I not even just based on like other stuff. I just think as individuals, they are just better players. And Ibu especially. Ibu was one of the only shining lights out of a bad season last night. He is a special, spectacular, when fully fit defender. So, and Virgil's looked really good in pre-season. The captaincy seems to have given him a rejuvenation in terms of like, I think he was just being meaty last year mentally because he wanted to go World Cup without being injured. And then once the World Cup was over, he realised Liverpool couldn't win anything. So he thought, what's the point of me really stressing myself out? So I think mentally, I think he's back. So I'll go Virg and Ibu.
We got to fight back, Lewis, because that's 2 centre-backs from Liverpool. I'm going to let you go next to see who you're going to put in a centre-back to try and claw this back for us. I feel like Thiago Silva's got to be in this conversation. What are you thinking?
Yeah, you're on the same wavelength as me. Van Dijk can have one spot. I was fine with that. But say what you want about Konate or any of the other centre-backs, Thiago Silva to me was still one of the best centre-backs in the league despite being surrounded by crap all season. I think everyone's very quick to say he's getting over the hill just because of his age. And I understand it. Playing at this level at 38, 39 is a madness, but Thiago Silva is just a madness like that. He's still one of the best in the league. Van Dijk, have that one. I ain't going to argue with you. I wouldn't mind putting Colwell or Badiashile in there, but I get it. Thiago Silva has to be in there. 0 questions. Has to be in there.
Callum, what about you? Because I'm not going to lie, Chelsea, I think, had a better defence than Liverpool last season in terms of goals conceded. And obviously in pre-season, you guys have been conceding a lot of goals. So I'm not really trying to hear this centre-backs from Liverpool thing right now. I'm trying to get my guys in.
I'm torn, and I'm scared for my life when I say what I'm going to say. Do you see how Drift looked up? Do you see how he looked up at me? That's why I'm not making eye contact. I'm going Virgil and Thiago. Based off pre-season, at the moment,
Nice.
The way the season ended, Ibu is brilliant. He's not quite there yet though, and he has still got a mistake in him. I would be more comfortable playing Virg and Thiago in a traditional back four.
I'm gonna be controversial, maybe, but I'm putting both my guys in, Silva and Colwell. I think Colwell last season, I know he didn't play every game for Brighton, but he was so impressive that Liverpool were onto my man. They were onto him. They were trying to
onto his mum's old tweets.
Yo, they were trying to locate him. They were trying to, put that. They were trying to put the pressure on, saying that you used to support the club. Do you know what I'm saying? They were trying to get revenge for the Stevie G saga when we went in for him. So for me, I think that speaks a lot of volumes. And I think for Silva, I think again he was very consistent last year, and Chelsea's defense was more consistent than Liverpool's. And I think Liverpool's pre-season, I just feel like Van Dijk, he's been wobbly since the injury, and Konate as well, like you said, still has to be consistent and obviously not pick up those injuries as well. So I'm going to go with Colwell and Silva to try and get some players back into this lineup. Right back, Drifty, this is where everybody starts arguing now. James versus Trent, it gets very, very feisty, very, very nasty. But Trent's inverting these days, so I don't know.
Thiago Silva is top 5 all-time centre-backs, by the way. I just thought I'd throw that in there. I didn't leave him out because I don't... Special player of his career. I mean, James might be upset about his sister getting the red card. Maybe he's feeling a bit emotional right now, you know? No. Do you know what? This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I've always said this and I've always stood by this. It's obvious that James is a much better defender than Trent, and it's obvious Trent is much better going forward and passing than James. So it's like pick your poison. If we're going a flat back 4,
Do it.
I might have to play James.
My guy.
I'm trying my hardest to be unbiased. I'm trying my hardest to be unbiased.
It's a fair opinion.
If I'm playing a flat back 4, I might have to go James.
Wow, Callum, I'm gonna let you go next because if you don't come up with an argument as to why Vice Captain Trent should get in over Captain Reese when we need leaders in this team,
It's okay to say James as well.
then we gonna wrap this one up. This position, Callum, talk to me.
Can I use Trent in midfield?
Oh, we're negotiating, are we? We're negotiating now, yeah.
Can I use him in
Lewis, we're gonna let him move him into midfield. What? How many midfielders are we using? 3 or 2?
Now, he did play there towards the end of last season, so
we could say 3
want-
midfielders. We could use 3 midfielders as well.
He's technically a midfielder as well, yeah.
No,
But then you concede the right back battle then.
Yeah, we ain't got a 10, so I'm happy to go 3-man midfield, 4-3-3.
That's fine by me.
Okay, let's
But we'll
park
take right back.
Yeah, let's park it and let's put James at right back, and we'll go to midfield. So we're gonna negotiate and put Trent in the right side of midfield in a 3.
Yeah.
We're happy to do that negotiation. His passing is incredible. Trent, he's a good shooter. Oh, drifty. Hold on.
No. Because there's other people in the Liverpool team that I might have wanted to. But Trent has to be in the team, so yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want to put someone else in midfield, that's fine. Trent doesn't have to be in the team.
I'd say we're gonna be going home separately, bro. Like.
No, because I'm not gonna lie. McAllister is definitely a contender to play in that right-sided 8, 100%. But he is like there's no doubt about it. But I'm happy for Trent to play there because Trent deserves to be in the team. Again, I was being unbiased. If you're playing a flat back 4, James is a better defender. But if we're talking about quality, then I don't know how many people in the entire squad of both teams is better than Trent, quality-wise. So Trent's got to be in there. So, yeah, I don't mind that.
Because there's no DMs in these squads, this is going to be imbalanced, and that's why we've been complaining. Do you know what I mean? So
He might have the only guy who's played consistently as a DM or the deepest line midfielder, which must be Enzo Fernandez.
Fernandez. So, and then McAllister to the left of that is a midfield 3 of Enzo, McAllister, and Trent. I don't know if Callum's got any reservations. It's not balanced. I'm not saying it's balanced.
No,
but
I think there's balance to that.
I think it speaks to Chelsea's and Liverpool's
no
midfield, so
defensive now,
that's fine.
but
Yeah,
That's fine.
Yeah. And we know that's an issue. Callum, where's Dominic? Dominic who?
Szoboszlai.
that was
SpongeBob.
Szoboszlai. I think we might need to get Szoboszlai. Me personally, all right. In terms of there not being a DM, I'd go McAllister, but I think. Should I even say? Do you know what? I'm going to put my neck out. I think McAllister's brilliant. I think Szoboszlai is a better player overall, though.
I'll tell you something that I don't know if you'll agree with this or not. The Chelsea boys might have a problem with this, but even though I think that there's an argument that Enzo is a better player than McAllister, I think McAllister would be a better DM on his own than Enzo. I think he's got more defensive-minded thinking than Enzo. And I think he gets about the pitch a bit better than Enzo. So if he's there by himself, I think McAllister would actually put up a better defensive display on his own than Enzo would. Enzo's a conductor, right?
Yeah.
He's like Thiago, a young Thiago. He's a conductor. He can put a foot in, but his main aim is get on the ball and be a quarterback.
He does get skipped past sometimes. That is
You
true.
get what I
Yeah.
mean? I think McAllister has a
But
better
that's where
eye
also
for
the
watching
midfield's
runners
let him
and
down
stuff like that.
partly as well.
Yeah. No, he's a brilliant player. I wouldn't Enzo at Liverpool. I'm
Yeah.
not going to front because he's a Chelsea player. But I think that McAllister will be a little bit more switched on defensively than Enzo would, in my opinion.
Yeah. McAllister was like next to Caicedo at Brighton.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I would just have all 3 of them sharing the work. Like Trent, you can be susceptible to messing up defensively. Enzo, you can. And McAllister, you're not really a true DM as well. So you're all going to have to put a shift in. That's Lewis, what are you thinking? Is there anybody that's being left out here that should be involved in this party? Szoboszlai for you, or you keeping it how it is?
You could have the Szoboszlai McAllister argument if you want, but that just depends on which player you prefer. To me, the three of them's fine. There's not really any other Chelsea players I put in, unless Caicedo literally got the here we go right now.
Yep. Hopefully
So,
not, because we're filming.
Yes, imagine, please. But yeah, I'd go for those three. I'm fine with the midfield.
All right, well,
By the way, Trent is actually brilliant in midfield in terms of his defending and his interceptions. Like, he had the best stats in the last 8 games of the season defensively for midfield.
Yeah, he
so
looked
he's
a lot
actually
better, I
good in
agree, yeah.
His defensive nous in midfield is actually pretty good.
I've been shouting for Trent to move into midfield for a while now, because I feel like it just unleashes him, it releases him. This guy was drifting off to the left, then cutting it back on his right, crossing it, taking shots, passing. He was just enjoying himself. He looked like he was, he didn't have the burden. He doesn't want to defend. Every time he has to go back there, he's like, oh, god damn, not again, Matoma.
Take me off copies and put Matisse.
Like, why would you want to have somebody defending that don't want to defend? That don't want to. He doesn't live and breathe it.
I've been saying
I get it, but you can get a fullback that can go forward and backwards.
No, but
Gusto at Chelsea. Come on, Callum, don't play with me, bro. Get back in here, man.
That's the face of vindication right there.
Talk to me, Drifty.
No, but you know what? A lot of people look at me sideways when I say this, but it's actually true. He's an extra weapon. If you can get, let's say, for example, you can get Lavie, you can get Szoboszlai, and you can get McAllister in the team, and you can get Trent in the team, and it isn't sacrificing any of them. It's like an extra weapon. It's like Kevin De Bruyne at right back. Do you get what I mean?
But it's more work for Konate on them legs.
No, it is. It is. But you know what? That's his burden.
His butt bomber. I thought it was a team game. He said, yo, Konate, that's your problem. That's your business.
You know what I mean? And I mean this respectfully, because he's a special player, so he's not a water carrier as in like that's all he can do. But his role is to water carry for Trent. That's what you're doing in the team. You're covering for the elite talent that Trent is. If that's what you got to do, big man, that's what you got to do.
You basically said there's no iron team, but there's an iron Ibu. Basically. I see it.
And he's capable. He's very capable. He showed he's very capable. So it's a lot of pressure on him. I agree with that. But pressure makes diamonds.
Wow. All right, well, let's finalise with the front three. I think it's fair to say that our front three is a bit untested, untried. Lewis, I'll let you go first, just to see if you can pull a fast one on these guys and try and get some guys in for us.
It's pre-season, isn't it? There's not what I can do. But I want to put Nicholas Jackson in there somewhere, but I don't think I can. I'm still going to put him in there even if I lose the argument, because I don't give a shit. That guy's excited me more than any centre forward has since Olivier Giroud. You lot can have the wingers. You can pick and choose between there. Everyone here is unproven except Sterling, and I'm not making an argument for Sterling. So, yeah, keep the wingers. I want Nicholas Jackson in somehow, somewhere. If I get it, I'll be very happy.
I agree with that. Like, Sterling can't get into this. Maatsen, it's only pre-season. It's not even a conversation with right wing. Mudryk and Madueke, you got a lot to prove. Jackson's got things to prove, but the pre-season was just such a breath of fresh air to see somebody actually scoring a goal for Chelsea. We're going to build him a statue after this recording. So, Callum, what's your front three, bro?
Salah on the right, Diaz on the left, Jota through the middle.
Ruthless. I expect it. I understand it. I don't like it, but I understand it. Drifty, front three.
I promise you, Chelsea, man, I'm not being biased. I'm not. I'm going Diaz on the left. I'm going Salah on the right. I'm going Cody down the middle.
Cody? From Zach and Cody, Sweet Life. Which Cody?
Look,
Cody Gakpo?
Cody Gakpo is special. He is going to be Liverpool's player of the season.
Wow.
Big words.
Big
Is that a good
boy
pre-season?
words.
Is that a good pre-season?
Do you know what, with Liverpool, you got Nunes, you got Jota, you got Gakpo. All three of them play to the left and the central areas. It's very like lopsided, this team. They kind of lean like this. Do you know what I'm saying? But they don't go the other way. They just stretch one side. But
Salah's back strong enough to just hold it.
that's an interesting call. Do you know what? We know what we were doing with Jackson. We were trying to pull a fast one, so I'm not even going to
Just an honourable mention.
Yeah, just an honourable
cool,
mention.
though.
He does. I think he needs minimum 6 months before, maybe in the next preview, then I'll be able to fight his case even stronger. But this has been an absolute pleasure. It's been jokes, do you know what I'm saying? It's been a brilliant preview. The sun is shining. Hopefully the game is not 0-0. Hopefully there's entertainment for the neutrals. Listen, who does the outros better. Let them know where to find you guys. Where on YouTube? Who wants to take the mantle here?
You can find us on Team Coppish. You'll also find us on these guys' channels as well. Massive shout out to these two. They always support what we do as well. So go and head over to Team Coppish. Like, comment, subscribe on the videos, but most importantly, like, comment, subscribe on this one here as well.
Yeah, pleasure. Lewis, let them know where to find you, bro. Pleasure as always.
Carefree Lewis G every afternoon. Chelsea Fan TV as well after games. Matisse, Coppish. It's been real as always. And yeah, big up my guys.
Listen, thank you to Drifty, to Callum, to Lewis. Absolute pleasure. Big show. Smash up the like, subscribe, guys. We'll see you next time. In a bit, people. Peace.